Why is every time the same shit? Every time you tell somebody, every time someone disrespects you, there's always that someone that says you in the wrong too because you didn't walk away. You continue to argue. You probably fought them. It doesn't have to be that they physically assaulted you, but it's like they're trying to make it seem like it's the same playing field when it's not. It's not the same. If you're someone who's bottom tier in terms of like you're a small person, in terms of you have no connections, you're not good looking, things like that. It makes you vulnerable. It makes you an easy target. You're lesser than the average person in terms of how society perceives you and how society values you. So you saying just walk away is dismissive, especially when they had the strength of character to tell you that most people treat them like shit, right? And that they admit that they're bottom tier to you. You saying just walk away it's kind of like it's messed up, right? Because that person gets to go home to their girlfriend, go home to whoever they go home to. They have people that genuinely support them, that at the very least don't try to look for reasons to not like them. Yup, they don't have people looking for reasons to not like them or discriminate against them. But when you're bottom tier, you have that very thing. But then they'll say, but you're not bottom tier. You could read them like a book. So they'll admit that Chad and Stacy have life on fucking easy mode, right? They don't have to do much because they're white, they're good looking, they're neurotypical, they're born in a good family, they have better, well-off parents. So they have a wonderful sex life. They have all these things. So the same could be said for the opposite. The same could be said for the bottom tier people in this world, that no matter what they do is going to be fucked up regardless. They're going to have a hard time getting jobs. People is not going to like them no matter what they do, how their personality is. It's just equal opposites. They don't like this, and then they also don't like when you say that you're one of those people, even though they themselves know that you're one of those people, or they believe it. Trust me. But then when you say it, it's almost as if they want you to be accountable for your shitty genetics, because they know that they themselves believe that they are above you. They don't see you as equal. Even in a sense, they are above you in a sense of society's standards. They probably look better than you, taller than you, probably have more money than you, obviously higher social status. Those things are the most things that people care about, not like kindness and personality and stuff. Personality is influenced by looks anyways. They are above you, but in terms of just like that, like the average human don't see you as having value. There's no, and it's a animalistic way of thinking. You just dismissing them kind of reinforces the fucking fact that they don't care about you either. They see you as worthless. It makes sense. And it's obviously gonna hurt more when you have everyone discriminating against you. When you're bottom fucking tier, right? So when you have everyone discriminating against you, it's gonna hurt more. It's gonna resonate with you more. It's not as easy. It's gonna make you feel some type of way. It's gonna make you want to crash out, right? And it is not necessarily, and you don't even have to necessarily want to talk to people, because I know a lot of you, even like me, try to avoid normies because you see that they're delusional. But at the same time, you can't 100% avoid. You technically need people as long as you're breathing, because you were forced to have needs by being born, and then those needs, if you don't want to sleep on a fucking bench, or if you don't want to be begging for change, you need people. It could be your boss, it could be anybody, but everyone needs people, right? And then it's harder to just walk away and it hurts more. It's more likely to hurt when it's someone that you supposedly have a relationship with, and something is perceived as disrespect. it's easier it's harder to blow off steam. They don't look at the full equation, and I think they do it on purpose. It's like to dismiss your problems and say, "Oh, this is all your fault," but you're in the wrong too. It's always that's another thing. It's always you're in the wrong. It's you're in the wrong too. It's never looking at the full equation and realizing that, yeah, obviously, if this person has a harder life than I do, he's gonna take things harder than I do because it's more offensive. And they do a whole bunch of fucking mental gymnastics and try to blame you for being insecure. What is insecurity? There's nothing wrong with being insecure. Like, it's logical to be insecure for a lot of people. First off, why insecurity exists is because humans care about shallow shit. Like, I'm sorry to say, but most humans care about the most shallowest of things. Whatever humans tell you that they care about, 9 times out of 10 is a lie. Humans don't value kindness. That's one of the least things they value. If you have if you have a basic sense of kindness, yeah. But most people are not even kind, which is ironic. If you have a basic fucking sense of kindness, then the most things that matter is how smart you are, how good looking you are, if you're neurotypical, if you're not neurodivergent, if you have high social status. Money matters, but if you only have money, you'll be used. And that's all that matters. You could be the most boring, unfunny person. If you look good, you're mysterious. Y'all all know how it goes already. But it's easier. And then these people swear that they're more mature than you and they're bigger than you. And it's not the same at all. And they haven't been in the same thing as you. But they don't.